Hello, my name is Donna Duong, and this is my presentation over transportation behavior, COVID, and air quality. All of my peers and I attend Dallas College, and we are all obtaining our Associate's of Science degree.
Hello, my name is Paula Gallegos.
I'm Thea Loza.
I'm Susan Salas.
And I'm Tiffany Vuong.
To begin with, we will be talking about the introduction, methods, and objectives. Introduction. COVID-19 made people change their personal transportation behavior. This exploratory research uses secondary data to analyze how transportation behavior has affected air quality in US, China, and India. Aim to understand the changes in personal behavior by the Dallas College community, students, faculty, employees, and neighbors, and determine if some of these behaviors will continue once the COVID-19 health crisis ends. The primary data is a survey of the Dallas College community. Methods. Survey 123 provided by AirGIS helped collect data from over 50 Dallas College students. Secondary data from various peer-reviewed sources and studies were gathered to analyze how behavior has changed air quality throughout COVID-19 in the US, China, and India. Living Atlas of the World is an application from ArcGIS that provides live geographic information that updates multiple times a day. The specific map chosen refers to the relationship between transportation and air quality. Objectives. Determine if transportation behavior after COVID-19 affects air quality and if the changes will remain after COVID-19 health crisis is over. The conclusions and recommendations will help Dallas College leadership improve mobility to our campus, which is an important barrier for students to finish their degree.
So the general results for all three countries is Chinese transportation sector revived at around 60% as the transportation worldwide halted. The road transportation also increased gradually as usual. The inverse relationship between China and the rest of the world is due to the transmission period of the virus. And since the virus originated in China, it took a while to travel worldwide. Also, the drop in transportation for other countries occurred considerably later than China. For the US, findings in the US kind of begin in March. The normalized O subscript 3 and PM subscript 10 concentrations decreased, and then those levels rose greater than those before. The PM subscript 2.5 and NO subscript 2 graphs dipped around March, but then increased to previous COVID-19 levels. The most notable change in CO concentrations is due to the nationwide lockdown in March.
As for China, China is one of the first countries that dealt with COVID-19. This graph shows China's regions averaged together. It shows the decrease or increase of concentrations of air pollutants, and the data was collected in 2019 and 2020. Majority of air pollutants, such as PM subscript 2.5, PM subscript 10, SO subscript 2, NO subscript 2, and CO/subscript 10, O subscript 3, decreased. However, 8H O subscript 3 increased. Moving on to Delhi, India, this graph compares air pollution before and after COVID-19 lockdown. PM subscript 10 concentration decreased after lockdown by about 90. CO concentration was fairly stable. Air pollution caused 8% of deaths worldwide, and the air quality in Delhi, India improved after lockdown, though not conclusively.
The 53 anonymous Dallas College surveyors said that they would maintain their current transportation behavior, looking at percentage-wise. 50.94% said that they would maintain, 11.32% said that they would wear back, and 37.74% said that they were unsure. As for the map provided by Living Atlas System, it showed the data collected on December 3rd on global air quality and world road transportation. In the US, most air quality reported from regions with the dense roads report good air quality between 0 to 12 PM subscript 2.5. In India, most air quality reported was moderate to extremely hazardous conditions. In southwestern China, it was the main area for the countries reported moderate to extremely hazardous air quality.
Conclusion. As the US, China, and India begin to open up and revert to pre-COVID-19 lifestyles, the climate likely will revert as well. The improvements found in the air quality due to multiple countries' lockdowns are only temporary relief. To prevent worsening conditions of the environment, the world must reflect and recognize that the lockdown was proof that it is possible to sustain lasting, sustainable transportation. The majority of Dallas College surveyors conveyed they would either maintain less motorized transportation behavior after COVID or were unsure if they would maintain it. Thus, Dallas College should guarantee transportation options that are not motorized and therefore do not damage the air quality because its faculty and students are willing to transport in this manner. Additionally, providing all careers online will improve air quality. If this COVID-19 transportation behavior were to continue, how long would it take to see a lasting impact on the climate? What could countries do to use transportation behavior to their advantage and improve the air quality, just like COVID-19 temporarily accomplished? The answers to these questions can extend this research to generate plans for effective climate change. In the interest of Sustainable Development Goals, this study aims to promote climate action, sustainability, responsible consumption, and foster partnerships for these goals. Acknowledgements. Thank you, Dr. Brenda Floyd, Dr. Maria V. Bocalandro, Mrs. Lori Del Cruz Lewis from Dallas College, and all those who participated in our survey. The results of this research will be shared with Dallas College leadership and students, as well as local and regional stakeholders in events such as the Sustainable Economic Development Roundtable discussion that Cedar Valley campus hosts every spring. Thank you.